This little squid, they have a special organ inside their bodies called the light organ. And they have acquired the ability to glow in the dark because of this one little bacterium called Vibrio fischeri. So Vibrio fischeri kind of colonizes this light organ. They outcompete all sorts of other different microbes and they colonize. The squid can use the light to kind of camouflage itself. So in return, the squid feeds the bacteria. So the bacteria get nutrients and the squid gets light. And that's why we call it a symbiosis, because there's a benefit from each of the partners that they give to help each other survive and thrive in the ocean. And the squid, they have the same kind of innate immune system that we have. They have the same structure. So there's a lot of similarities biologically that we can learn these lessons from the squid and apply them to humans. We fit 128 of these little baby squid along with the water and along with their bacteria into this little compartment, and we had 2 of those just to reproduce our data. And some of the animals received their microbes in space and some of the animals did not receive their microbes in space. So we monitored them over time. And so one of the biggest surprises was when you didn't have your right microbes there. One of the first things that happened is at 2 hours after being in space, they were getting stressed. They were showing signs of oxidative stress, of heat shock protein upregulation. And what was interesting was after we then gave them the microbes, that kind of went away in the symbiotic animals. So when they didn't have their right microbes, they stayed stressed. That stress response persisted throughout the whole experiment. But in the animals that received their microbes, that whole stress response went away. It became like completely non-significant. It just melted away into the background noise. Something else that's happening that the bacteria are doing inside when they colonize the tissue is they're producing these little vesicles, just little pieces of its outer membrane. But with that, as it's shedding that, it's actually delivering materials to the host. Maybe we can take advantage of these poor little microbes and their stress to deliver therapeutics and nutrients to the host animal. So people are on the ground even looking at that technology to deliver vaccines, to deliver medicines. And now as we're going to the moon for Artemis and now beyond, it's going to be absolutely critical that we learn how to keep people healthy so that they not only are just surviving in the space environment, but they're doing well and they're staying healthy, and we can mitigate any long-term effects. This research that we're doing is about keeping people healthy under a really tough, stressful environmental condition. How can we use microbes to make tools for future exploration so that if you run out of a particular antibiotic or steroid, you can just pull out that microbe from the freezer and make the product that you need. And that will have enormous applications also for the people on Earth.